Good evening. My name is Jean Reynolds, and I have the great pleasure of supervising performing arts for Pinellas County Schools. We're delighted to have you here this evening. This is such an exciting evening for us. Our programs have grown so much that we're presenting a second night of concerts at the beautiful Mahaffey Theater. This would just not be possible without the wonderful support of our community and great partners, and also our referendum funding. And talk about a great return on investment. Wait until you hear the spectacular students this evening. Tonight, I'm sharing my emceeing duties with Mr. Jason O'Bara, the band and orchestra director at Carwise Middle School. And he's the president of the Pinellas County Music Educators Association, and I've been delighted to tell at every concert this year that he's also a top 10 finalist for the Pinellas County Teacher of the Year. So we are very proud of that. The Pinellas County Music Educators Association has been a guiding force behind these all-county events. And we were planning last summer for these concerts. We knew we had outgrown our concert structure, so tonight we premiere this new concert featuring our middle school honor band and our orchestra programs. Please introduce and welcome Jason O'Bara.
Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds. My name is Jason O'Bara, and I am the current president of the Pinellas County Music Educators Association. It's my honor tonight to share the emceeing duties with Ms. Reynolds here at the Mahaffey Theater. Our first performing group this evening is going to be our middle school honor band. This year, our middle school honor band is under the direction of Mr. Sammy Alvarez, the band director at Hill Middle School in Hillsborough County. I trust you have read in your program his bio. He is a sought-after presenter, conductor, and clinician throughout Florida and elsewhere. It's nothing short of magical to watch Mr. Alvarez rehearsing these students. Our coordinator for the Middle School Honor Band is my colleague, Jory Spencer. Having been a coordinator, I can tell you he has worked very hard to help prepare these students. This evening, you will hear young musicians playing with great maturity. You won't want to miss one note. Watch carefully to make sure that the conductor's hands come down before you begin your applause. The program for this evening's honor band will be as listed in your program. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Alvarez and our middle school honor band.
As you can hear, these kids are just amazing to work with, phenomenal. They know their music, they have a great sound. And when you go back to school tomorrow, please thank the band director because they know what they're doing and they're doing a great job. So please give it up for the band directors in Pinellas County. Our final piece is entitled Adrenaline Engines, and you can hear what happens from the title. Hope you enjoy, and thank you again for having me.
Thanks again to Mr. Alvarez, and thanks to our wonderful coordinator, Ajory Spencer, and our middle school honor band. We're really excited to feature the middle school honor band tonight as a kind of bridge from our concert last night to our concert tonight. We had an all-band concert last night, and we're transitioning to our orchestra program this evening. So as our elementary students are preparing to take the stage, I want to show you a little video of both of our bands preparing for these events. Sometimes it's great to see all the preparation that goes into it. Hard to believe the kids just come together for a couple of days and can make such great music together. So let's roll that video.
You know, the importance of the all-county concerts is that we take all of these students from around the county and all of the different performing arts areas, and we really get to showcase how great the music instruction is in Pinellas County. We have students that are excelling in band and orchestra and strings and choir, and it's a really important moment for us to show the importance of music education in our district.
Being in the all-county band is like a great experience because like I just like love everything about like how like we get to meet new people and we can like relate to each other and everything, and like we have each other's back. People here are like really friendly and stuff, and like I'm just really happy.
The best part of all county is like just being part of the honor band, learning how to play my instrument better, being a better musician all in all.
Being a member of the all-county band is fun because I get to play challenging music that sounds pretty cool.
One of the greatest things that the students get from an experience of being in all-county is they're working with world-class conductors that we bring in from around the country. They also are really getting to know students from different schools who share different experiences, and one of the unifying things that we have together is making music, so that's a really powerful opportunity for them to connect with each other. Performing at the Mahaffey Theater is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience for these kids. I wish I had it when I was growing up. You know, to be on that stage and to look out in the audience and see an entire professional hall full of people who are there to support you and cheer you on in your music and your educational endeavors is really a special experience.
I'm all right with performing there. It's just like I've always went there to like watch plays and stuff or field trips, and now I'm actually going to be in it. Like, just feel good about it.
The importance of music in education today really can't be overstated. It's teaching students how to create, how to be artistic, how to make connections. You know, we can talk about the periphery where it's you know, helping them read and sequence and all of that stuff, but one of the unique things about music is that they really truly learn how to communicate and become artists.
You are in for a treat this evening. In the past, our all-county concerts have just featured middle school and high school students, with our elementary students having their own concert. Tonight, we wanted you to see and hear our full range of music education from our youngest elementary students to also to our high school musicians. In one night, you get to hear the progression of music education from K to 12. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our Elementary Honor Orchestra. Our coordinator for the orchestra is Mr. Joel Heller from Perkins Elementary. Mr. Heller has done an outstanding job in coordinating our orchestra. Because of the new addition of this group, there have been many changes, and we appreciate all the tremendous work he has done. Our conductor for the Elementary Honor Orchestra is Miss Jillian Savia. Miss Savia is the orchestra and guitar director at Largo Middle School, and we are thrilled that she is here to conduct this inaugural ensemble. Miss Savia also serves as our district chair for our Florida Orchestra Association. The elementary orchestra is accompanied tonight by Aaron Cassette, the choral director at Largo Middle School. Your program will be as listed in your program. Please join me in welcoming Miss Jillian Salvia and the Elementary Honor Orchestra.
right. I am so honored to be the conductor for this awesome elementary orchestra. I just want to thank our coordinator, Joel Heller, and Mrs. Reynolds, and we're really excited to play these pieces for you. So we're going to get started on them. Thank you. All right. So Before we play our last piece, I just want to point out, there's some kids on the stage that have been playing since maybe they were like 5 or 6 years old, but then there's some kids who just started this year. So this is a really mixed, ability ensemble, and I'm just so proud of all of their work that they've put in these last few months, because we had one rehearsal in November, one in December, and then one like last Thursday. So the fact that they have put all of this music together in just 3 rehearsals, and I just want to thank their parents and their teachers at school. Most of the work is done there. So I just want to thank those people for working with them, supporting the arts, supporting their orchestra education. We're going to end our selection tonight with We Will Rock You. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to feature our drummer. His name is Quentin Alford, and he's actually the drummer for my advanced orchestra at Largo Middle School. And we're very thankful he can do this for us tonight. So thank you, Quentin. So thank you all so much. I'm very honored to be with this awesome group of kids, and I hope you enjoy We Will Rock You. Thank you.
As Mr. O'Bara was saying, this evening you'll get to see students literally kind of grow before your eyes. I'm reminded of a phrase my mom always said, when you're in the throes of raising children, which is just wonderful. She said, sometimes the days are long, but the years go fast. And so tonight I think you'll see that the years will go very quickly, because in just a few moments you'll see what middle school musicians sound like. We're very, very excited to present that to you. As I mentioned, we have grown our orchestra programs, and it's as a result of the referendum, and we've just grown beyond really our wildest expectations, so it's our pleasure to present that to you this evening. We wanted to share also with you that we've been able to hire a wonderful partner with the Florida Orchestra. It's a teaching partner that works in our schools along with our teachers, and that program has been so successful that we're interviewing for another one. And it's just a professional musician who loves to work in the schools with our teachers. So we're getting ready to do that as well. So as we're getting ready to send our middle school musicians on, And as you've heard, they have limited rehearsals together. So let's just take a look at those middle school students as they are preparing for rehearsal.
The importance of the all-county concerts is giving students a chance to be in a community of like-minded individuals, those who have that passion for music and may not be getting that full, elevated, accelerated experience in their school. It's a really just community.
What it's like to be the member of the All County Orchestra is it's really fun, and it's nice to be around people who really like orchestra as well.
I think it's something like really fun and magical, and it's a great process to go through, especially if you want to go into music, and it's such a great experience to have.
I hope they take away a lot of things that will help them as musicians, a lot of things that will help them as human beings, learning how to work together as a team and an ensemble.
I hope to bring it with me through college and high school when I audition for other high school all-county or just roles in theater and that sort of thing.
I hope to become like a more mature musician, and I hope to learn about like the other people around me and like more about their instruments and more about their experiences so I can grow as a better musician.
I think it's amazing that we get to have our students perform in professional halls. When I was younger, we just performed in a high school auditorium. So it's a really amazing experience. The kids are really excited when they get in there and they see all the lights and all the chairs, and it just really brings in the specialness of the moment.
Getting to play at the Mahaffey Theater is crazy cool. It's hard to describe. It's such a good way to help you perform in the future, having that on your list of things you've already done.
I'm gonna feel really professional, like a professional player when I play at the Mahaffey. I'm just gonna feel so much more mature instead of just playing at a school. It's gonna be so exciting.
Education in music is super important. It helps people be really well-rounded individuals. It helps with math, science, reading, language arts. When you're playing music, you're using more parts of your brain, and it really reaches far into all the different areas of community and helping with other areas of life.
Music is so important in my educational process. I use it every day with geometry, and it helps me in math, and it really helped me grow in elementary school and learning.
Being all county is just awesome, and you just really get to learn with your peers, and you get to grow as a musician, and you get to grow your love for music, and it's just the best.
Tonight, our middle school all-county coordinator is Miss Rebecca Chambers. Miss Chambers has been an outstanding leader in her role, having done it for several years. She's also the orchestra director at Johns Hopkins Middle School. It is a privilege for me to introduce our middle school all-county clinician to you. Mrs. Sarah Morrison is a master music educator and a very accomplished violinist. Mrs. Morrison has worked with one of our all-county groups several years ago and had such an impact on our students and teachers, we really want to invite her back to Pinellas County. We are so honored that she accepted our invitation to return. The all-county experience is just more than a concert. These clinicians provide a lasting impact to all of our students and teachers. This evening is actually a culmination of 3 transformative days of rehearsal, and Ms. Morrison has taught us so much. Your program will be French dance, followed by Yorkshire ballad, Gaelic trilogy, closing with Afterburn. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our 2018 All-County Middle School Orchestra under the direction of Mrs. Sarah Morrison.
What a complete joy it has been to have the privilege of making music with the musicians you see on stage these past days. It has been my pleasure completely and a real honor. They have brought their enthusiasm, their skills, their musicianship to every meeting we have had in abundance. And I thank them for the gift they've given me. And we're excited for them to share their gift with you this evening. It is so exciting to see. It's inspiring, actually. Over the years, the orchestra programs and the musicianship that's being taught and the level of string technique, and this is a wonderful place to be. And I'm so excited to be making music with them. And I hope you realize and are as excited as I am as what is going on in the Pinellas County schools with the orchestra programs, which is a direct reflection on the level of the teaching of all of the orchestra educators and the vision and strength of your administrative leadership. What a great place to be. So I want to thank them again. And we want to invite you to dance with us to the Gaelic Trilogy, which is next. And then we will share with you Afterburn as our finale. Thank you to Rebecca Chambers, to Diane Cerise, and to Jean Reynolds for all they've done for us this evening. So thank you.
I would like to just take this moment to thank the superheroes of the evening, and that you've heard about them before. That is the music teachers and the music educators. These folks are the real heroes. None of this happens without them, and I always think when I get up and go to work every day, I am the luckiest person in the world because I get to work with the greatest teachers in the world. So maybe, yes. You're having a real treat. Our next group is under the direction of Dr. Chung Park, who has been just brilliant. We have learned so much from him. And let's just see our students getting ready to work with Dr. Park.
One, two, ready, and...
As a musician, being a part of the All County is like a really good experience. You get to meet with all your like local musicians who are in the county, like the best musicians, and you get to play great music.
It's a wonderful opportunity for students to meet other musicians, perhaps perform literature that they haven't been exposed to up until this point, and work with world-class clinicians.
It benefits me personally as a musician because I'm like surrounded by people who are like-minded like me, who want to play music, who have the desire to play the same thing and be part of something bigger.
It's given me a drive to like improve my own skills outside of this group and inside the group too.
They're all given the same music to prepare, and a great opportunity for them to go through the rigorous audition process. And the extra benefit is to work with other directors in the district.
each time there's something different. There's different music, there's usually different people, there's just a new group to learn from.
I love music and I want to do it when I grow up professionally, so this gives me opportunities to play in different groups.
The relevance of the arts are critical. These students are well-rounded, balanced individuals.
Music education is like really important. There's like also like academic benefits to it too. So I feel like music education should just keep going and it'll be a good step in the right direction.
It's so amazing to be able to show off and perform in front of people and share that great thing that we've come here to do.
This year's High School All-County Orchestra is under the distinguished direction of Dr. Chung Park. As you can see from your program, Dr. Park is a clinician of just extraordinary stature. We've learned so much from him, and we really hope to have him back in Pinellas County to provide additional professional development for all of our teachers here. We're so fortunate to have such a distinguished conductor and educator of his caliber in our state of Florida. The program for this evening for our high school orchestra will be Elegy and Finale, Nimrod, and Dance of the Comedians. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Park and the Pinellas County High School All-County Orchestra.
I only have one thing to say, which is thank you, but to a lot of people. This has been an incredible experience for me. I have just loved being here. The people here, I think, I'm from the Midwest, and you know about Midwestern nice, but I think you all have it beat by a lot. So thank you very much for inviting me here. Thank you all for 3 amazing days of music making. And I want to thank Diane Cerise and Gene Reynolds for being such amazing hosts to me, and the parents, of course, and the teachers who prepared these students. So thank you, thank you, thank you.